Thanks for looking at a couple of things that you're doing or not doing that would make you more effective. I think it'll help you as we go forward with this habit. So let's talk about the summary of habit 3. It's the personal fruit or the practical fulfillment of habits 1 and 2. Habit 1 says, you're the creator. You are in charge. It's based on the 4 unique human endowments of imagination, conscience, independent will, and particularly self-awareness. Habit 2 is the first or mental creation. It's based on imagination, the ability to envision or to see, the potential to create with your mind. What we cannot at present see with our eyes. It's deep contact with our basic paradigms, our values, and the vision of what we can become. So habit 3 then is the second creation, the physical creation. It's the exercise of independent will toward becoming principle-centered. This is the habit of management. Management, remember, is clearly different from leadership. Leadership is based on a philosophy. You are asking the ultimate questions of life. But once you have dealt with those issues, you then have to manage yourself effectively to create a life congruent with your answers. Management is breaking down or the analysis and sequencing, the application of effective self-governance. In addition to self-awareness, imagination, and conscience, independent will is the 4th human endowment, and it's what really makes effective self-management possible. The human will is an amazing thing. Time after time, it has triumphed over unbelievable odds. But as we examine this endowment in the context of effective self-management, we realize it's not usually the dramatic, the visible, the once-in-a-lifetime efforts that bring success. Endowment comes from learning how to use this great endowment in the decisions that we make every single day. The degree to which we have developed our independent will in our everyday lives is measured by our personal integrity. Integrity is fundamentally the value we place on ourselves. It's our ability to make and keep commitments to ourselves, to walk the talk, if you will. Effective management is putting first things first. While leadership decides what first things are, management is discipline. It's carrying things out. Discipline derives from disciple, a disciple to a philosophy, a disciple to a set of principles, a disciple to a set of values. In other words, if you are an effective manager of yourself, your discipline comes from within. It's a function of your independent will, and you have the will, the integrity to subordinate your feelings to impulses, your moods to those values. In an essay written by M. Gray called The Common Denominator, the success is discussed, and I quote, "The successful person has the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. They don't like to do them either necessarily, but their disliking is subordinated to the strength of their purpose." Next, I'd like you to go again to the worksheets and find the to-do list. You probably already have a to-do list, but just for this exercise, I'd like you to think about everything you can think of that you need to do in the next month. And if the next month is too broad a time frame, maybe just think about the next couple, 2-3 weeks. But try and just list everything it is that you need to do. And then we'll come back and continue on with habit 3.